Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Tabitha Richardson, broker and owner of Next Home Leaders. Today I am talking to my fellow business owners and brokerage owners. And I want to talk about something that we don't really talk about that often, which is documenting your processes. And today I want to talk about that. So from a personal perspective, people are very familiar with journaling, right? Writing in your journal every day, your thoughts, your feelings. You're able to go back and see, hey, you know what? I've grown a lot since last year compared to what I was going through then and where I am now. I'm not a big journaler for personal purposes, but I am journaling for business. And I have my little journal right here. So I like to find like a book with a pretty design on it to help me with writing in this journal. And this is part of the documenting your process. Now, you don't need to document your process pen and paper. I guess I'm just a little bit old school, so I do like the pen and paper. But some people have journals on their computer, wherever you want to do it. The important thing is to actually do it. So the purpose of documenting your process is so that you can go back and you can duplicate those processes. For me, however, with the business journal, it allows me to break down some of the processes that I'm working on and write down exactly what I'm doing, how I did it, where I did it, and what the results were from that activity. So if I decide that I want to run an ad, in my journal, I'm going to put down where the ad, where I place the ad. I'm going to write down the verbiage for the ad, how much I spent on the ad, the areas that I covered in the ad, how long I ran the ad for, how much the ad was. And then I'm going to go back once the ad finishes and I'm going to write the results from the ad. So this way, as I'm moving along, I can go back and I can say like, okay, well, this worked, but this one didn't work. And maybe compare and decide like, okay, I'm going to stick with doing it this way. Business journaling also helps just to keep track of things, of processes. Let's use an example of maybe recruiting for your company. Just writing down all of the things that you've done in that day to recruit someone. At the end of the process of the onboarding and bringing someone on and the training and all of that, you can go back and you can see, okay, what exactly did I do in order to get this person onboarding? Now I can either get my assistant to document that into a checklist or some type of process, or I can do it myself, right? So just go through, okay, what was the email that was sent and get a template going? And where did I send them? And what did I tell them to do? And just get a whole checklist of everything you did in that process. What went well, what didn't go well. And you can also talk about that in your journal as well, right? What went well? Also talk about your feelings that day. Being a business owner sometimes can be very lonely if you don't have other business owners that you can talk to that understand like that daily grind that you go through. Sometimes your spouse, I mean, they're gracious enough to listen to you, but they might not always understand what you're going through like another business owner would. Getting down some of your thoughts and feelings into a book can help you go back. One, it just helps you release some of the things that you're feeling and just get it off your chest so that you can move on and be productive. But it also allows you to see your journey and to go back and see how you've overcome things. And if that same situation happens in the future, you have a roadmap on how to handle the situation. So really using like your business journal is really just like a first step for you to release the day, the things that went well, the things that didn't go well, and what you did to improve on some processes, how you broke down some things, just everything. And then later on, go back and decide the things that go well and implement them more in your business, or maybe look at the things that did not go well and maybe decide to not do them. For like your agents, really understanding what they're doing and helping them to do more of the things that they do well so that they can continue to generate more business. That's very important. And in the beginning of the year, and this is something that we're going to be doing again very, very soon, but each year, well, technically at the end of the year, we will start business planning for the next year. And when you business plan, it's really just a prediction for the future. And in your planning, these are the things that you're hoping to happen. And you're creating this plan based on past behaviors and experiences and production. And so you want to be able to take your journal and see like, okay, what were some of the activities that I did this year that did pretty well, and I need to do more of them. And the stuff that I, try to implement that didn't work really well, I need to do less of that. So that when you're doing your predictions, your business plan for the next year, you have like a roadmap to help you guide you through your process. So your business plan is an annual business plan, but you're going to break that up quarterly. And then from the quarterly plan, you can break that up weekly and even daily. Well, monthly, weekly, and then daily, so that you know every day what you should be doing. So right now we are in Q3 2023, and we have one more month. Starting Friday is the last month in Q3. So you should have a plan on what you are going to attack in this last quarter to drive home your business plan that you broke down so that you can hit your goals. And if you're not hitting your goals, guess what? You could go to your business journal and you can look to see like, okay, so earlier this year, last quarter, what went well? Let me implement some of these things into my business and continue to do them, and maybe double down on some of those activities and stop doing other things, right? And then you can go and you can start working on Q4, planning for your Q4, and then planning for 2024. So the importance of documenting your process, it has a lot of benefits, but most importantly, it helps you to understand how well you're doing, dumping out every day what you did to move your business forward, move the needle in your business, and seeing also, well, what's not going well, or where are some areas that I need to make, personal improvements in my business. So that's it. Hopefully you'll get your journal and you'll start working on it. And at the end of each day, writing down how that day went, all of the things that you did, things that you did to move your business forward, how you felt. Yesterday was just a crazy day for me. I didn't get a chance to write in my journal the day, but I'm going to unload into this journal once I'm done with this video to make sure I put down all of the things that happened, because it was a different day than normal. And I want to make sure I get all of that information in there. And then next week I'll look back on that day like, wow, that was crazy. But guess what ended up happening from it? These are some of the lessons that I learned from it. These are some of the things that I'm not going to do anymore. Or, you know what? I need to make sure I communicate better in other areas to avoid this happening again. That's it for me. If you do have a business journal that you like to work with, put it in the comments, share. Tell me your experience. And if you're going to start journaling and documenting your processes for your business, let me know that as well. I would love to hear some of your stories, and I would love to share some more of my stories. But until the next episode, I will see you next time.